We're about to start the Highly Evolved podcast in a bit. Just 1 second. How you doing, guys? This is the Highly Evolved podcast. I'm your host, Safan. All right, today let's get started with this story. Big story today is the crash of Ethiopian Airlines 747 Boeing 747, and I want to discuss the gematria effect, the gematria of this crash. Okay. The last crash that Ethiopia have occurred in April. I mean not April, October. Occurred October of last year, right? What's funny about that is that it's 133 days until this crash happens. It's been 133 days since the last crash of Ethiopian Airlines happened took off from Malaysia, and I think it was supposed to come to Ethiopia. It was 133 days ago, right? What's funny about that? Why I want to pick up 133 days is because the Boeing plane, right? When you plop it in gematria, it totals up to 133. Same goes for the word government. When you plop it up in the gematrinator, also equal to 133, right? And it says that 157 people died. 157 is the 37 prime number, right? Prime number. And where else do you see 37? Is in the plane number, 3737. It's the 37 prime number. And another funny thing is, when you type the word sacrifice, it goes up to 73, which is also in the plane number, 73737. Right? And it's also in the plane model, MH370. It's crazy. It's 133 days since the last crash happened, and Ethiopia, when you write it in gematria, is equals to 133. It's crazy. This whole gematria is not a hoax. It's actually, there's so much connection. There's so much correlation between all these stuff if you know what word to plot. The world runs on numbers and letters. I want to tell you guys that. The world runs on numbers and letters. This whole gematria is basically a practice in which the people who follow Kabbalah follows. Right? They follow this. The world runs on gematria, letters and numbers. Nobody know this. But if you guys were to follow gematria and play sports, you could even predict who's gonna win the Super Bowl, who's gonna win the finals, who's gonna win all sports activity. If you play your numbers right in gematria, if you know what number to put, you can already predict it. It's all scripted. That's what it is. It's all scripted. I'm not saying the death is scripted. This is real death. Real people die for the scripted acts. All right? Real people die because it's scripted. People are sacrificed. It's being sacrificed. All right? Sacrifice is equals to 73. The Boeing plane is 737. It has 73 in it. It's all sacrifice. It's not a game here. You got to know what numbers to put, know what words to look for. It's all hidden code. It's all codes. This whole world is run by codes. It's all run by codes, by the Freemason, Scottish Free Right. They rule everything from show business to news to politics. Scottish Freemason rights. Babylonian mystery schools. All right? Most of the newcomers, people who haven't been red pilled yet, they don't know anything about this. Babylonian mystery schools, you can learn from multiple sources. You could look up William Cooper. He'll teach you about Babylonian mystery school. All right? Jordan Maxwell, you could look him up. All these people, all right? Gematria. The world runs on codes and numbers. Kabbalah. They practice Kabbalah. Why do you think most celebrities out there practice Kabbalah? Madonna, all those celebrities, they all know about this. They're not telling you. That's why you should never trust actors and actresses. celebrities. They're masterful liars. I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them are. They're masterful liars and Marxists. They're sacrificed. They're Luciferians. These people are evil. How do I know this? Oh, I work with them. I live in Southern California where the majority of them hang out at. Okay? I got a degree in theater arts where most of my contact was actors. And I know these people. I'm spilling the beans on these people, right? People should know about this. Don't trust any actors. I'm sure there are some good ones out there, but they're not in the system. They're not with the crowds. But for those who are in the crowds, this is what they don't want you to know. Blood sacrifices, killing children, pedophilia, molestation, sex trafficking, they're all related. Why do you think California is so anti-border? Because the border is where they get all their resources from. Okay? That's where they smuggled all the resources to Southern California. Why do you think Southern California, why do you think Los Angeles is so close to the borders? Out of all places. Why is it not in North Dakota or anything like that? Because it's specifically planted in Southern California. Operation Paperclip, most of the Germans came to Southern California and they indoctrinated the school system. Frankfurt schools. Why do you think California is a lot of socialists, Marxists? Because most Germans are socialists. Most Germans are Marxists and socialists. They came from Operation Paperclip and came to Southern California. You ever wonder why JPL and NASA is based on Pasadena, California? Pasadena, California is not far away from Hollywood, California. Think about it. Why did you think most city in Southern California, from Wilmington to Garden Grove to what's another thing? Orange, Westminster. Westminster is a German city. Why do you think there's a lot of German influences? Torrance, Alpine Village. There's a lot of German influences. Most of these Germans are socialists. They're the product of Operation Paperclip. Most of them reside in Southern California. Why do you think Southern California are so liberal? Okay? They influence the school system. The school system is liberal. Before Operation Paperclip, California was Republican, majority Republican. Now it's finally caught up. The kids is being manipulated, brainwashed. Now it start catching up. The whole plan is coming in folds. You know, it's coming full force right now. And I'm doing this to tell everybody, to warn everybody. Socialism, California is basically socialism, practically. Okay, before it was Republican dominance. It was a red state. Now it's all socialism. It's coming in full circle right now. It's coming full circle. I'm telling you guys this before it's too late. We need to switch California back to the way it was, or else it's gonna be like Venezuela, socialist Venezuela. All right. And I'm starting to be off a tangent right now because this is what it is. The plane crashes. It's all actual people die. I'm not dismissing that. All right, from these plane crashes, actual people die. They die for a purpose. They are sacrificed. They're sacrificed from who's the pilot of this plane? You gotta imagine who was the pilot, who was maintaining this plane, how was this plane serviced? All right, this plane had to be serviced. Every jet plane had to be serviced every day, inspected before lifting and landing. Okay, they gotta be serviced. I used to work in the airport. All right, I used to work in the airport. Before every plane take off, they had to be serviced and inspected. And when they come land, they have to be serviced and inspected all the time. It is so rigorous. Plane maintenance is so rigorous. If one thing goes off, a catastrophe could happen. All right, so you got to ask the question: who was the last person to maintain this plane? Who was looking after this plane? Who's the person who's fueling this plane? What's the pilot? Okay, it's all scripted. It's all scripted, but actual people died. That's what I want to say. These people that actually died, they're not involved. They were sacrificed. They didn't know they were sacrificed, but they were sacrificed. All right, GEMATRIA. You want to learn more? You can go to GEMATRIA News Effect, hosted by Zachary Hubbard. All right, this guy been scrutinized many times, man, and still on it. I don't hate the guy, man. He's just spreading the news. I mean, he might be have his own opinion, but that's his opinion. You gotta respect a person's opinion. But if you want, he teaches a lot about this. You want to check his channel. This is a free plug for his channel, which I don't really mind. I just want people to know. I'm not taking it on. I'm not even taking. People want to say I'm a shill. How am I a shill if I'm not taking on any donation and people aren't subscribing? I'm asking for people to subscribe. I mean, it's okay for you to subscribe. That's fine. All right. But it's not forced upon you. Maybe, I don't know. But people need to know about this. This is some knowledge that people don't want to tell you. This is why I created this channel in the first place, to tell people what's up, what they need to know, what's thing that's society been hiding from people, what kind of information people need to look at. There are information out there that's prevented from you. That's occulted knowledge, hidden knowledge that you guys aren't supposed to know, but you guys, it's in your best interest if you know about this, because you don't want to be a victim of sacrifice. All right? Avoid all mass crowd. Stop. I mean, I don't want to tell you stop living your life, but this is the best thing you can do right now to avoid mass crowd. It is not safe out there. Avoid mass crowd as soon as you can. But on that note, I hope you guys have a good day. It's a tragedy that happened in Ethiopia, a plane crash. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But if there's more news, I'll let you guys know. As of right now, have a good night.